Hello, today on Arts 24, a Nigerian artist bringing his dreamy paintings to Paris for his first solo exhibition in the capital. And I'm joined in the studio with Nigerian-born artist Chibuike Uzoma. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, you're here in Paris for your first solo exhibition at the Mitterrand Gallery. It's called 12 Tickets.
Correct.
You've already shown your work internationally, including in London, Lagos, Cape Town and New York. You're from Nigeria. You live in Connecticut. What does it mean to you to be here in Paris?
It feels good to be in Paris. Heard so much about the town, and I'm happy to experience this things which one may have just seen in reproductions in person. Yeah. And
your show is called 12 Tickets.
Yes.
What's it about? I mean, how do you describe it, and why that title?
There are like 12 paintings in the exhibitions, and sometimes artwork could be considered an end in themselves, but also there are like passages to like other places as well. So it's more like providing opportunities for avenues which one could travel and go somewhere else or wherever they want to go according to their subjective needs or experience.
Okay, well, the director of the Mitterrand Gallery, Sebastian Carvalho, told us that you like the work to speak for itself. Here he is.
The works decide by himself what he wants to be, and he is only a tool to realize the painting. So there is something very interesting in this process where the artist doesn't want to define precisely every single detail of his work.
What do you mean then when you say you want the work to speak for itself?
Because I believe the work has an agency of its own, and because the work is like centered in this concept of nothingness, which makes it very porous and makes it about anything and everything. So based on the audience which that's standing in front of it, the work speaks something to them out of the subjective experience of that audience. But that also has to do with how do I say this now? Sometimes a work too could decide to be silent, and that all factors in together as well.
Well, I've picked out one of your pieces. It's called Mother, Mother, Times Have Changed.
Yes.
I just wondered if you could tell us what it means to you and where it came from.
The particular piece shows two people trying to come together. People easily refer to that painting as the kiss, despite the fact, like, if you look at the image closely, the kiss has not yet been made, so perhaps they're just coming together to have a whisper, stuff like that. Mother Times Have Changed, to me, speaks to just like the changing times, because I believe in a reevaluation of ideological positions, because what you might believe to be true yesterday might become false today, or even you just need to cross to a different country or so, and those things change. So it bears witness to how malleable truth is, and how unfixed to our ideological positions could also be as well. Yeah.
Well, your work does engage in contemporary politics, post-colonialism, migration, popular culture, and themes related to religious and ethnic conflicts. We are living in troubled times. How much does the world around us affect your work or influence your work?
Yeah, what you just said would be how I would describe my work like a couple years ago. But now I feel like I work from a moral and a political sense. But I understand that the world is in so much pressure, and sometimes we want to use art as a medium to comment on these things. But I feel like art is civilizing but best when it serves its own purpose, when it stands for its own self. Because if it could make you think, then you could apply such thinking and create solutions towards other things in society as well. Yes.
Well, the Venice Biennale, Art Biennale, is coming up. It's in its 60th year. This year's title is Foreigners Everywhere.
Yes.
Your home country, Nigeria, will show there for the second time, and Benin and Senegal will debut pavilions at the art show, which kicks off in April. The painter Alioune Dieng is representing Senegal. He told France 24 what it means to him.
It opens a door for young Senegalese artists so they can have a chance to attend this event at least once in their lives. There will be a dozen artworks looking at the good and bad side of how to live together in harmony. I said to myself that as my art is becoming more and more politically engaged, it would be important to show these artworks in Venice.
So there we go, Chibuike Uzoma. Art has been coming out of Africa forever. Why do you think the rest of the world is suddenly taking notice of it in the last sort of decade or so?
I wouldn't, I'm not a professional on that subject to know, but I feel like that has always been the case for like the last decade, like you said, or even a bit more. I'm not sure if it's something that to do with like an actual recognition of the art itself, or if it's more like a financial position, you know. But such has been in the news for like a while now, yeah.
Okay, well, there's a reminder as well that there's also the 154 Contemporary African Art Fair coming up in February in Marrakesh. That's an event that started in 2013 in London. And it's not just art exploding out of Africa. Musicians, designers and filmmakers are making space for themselves on the global stage. South Sudanese model Mamour Awak-Mejan has just launched his first collection in Paris at Fashion Week. Mamour was the model who walked the most catwalk shows last year, 59 shows, with the likes of Saint Laurent and Fendi. Growing up at the heart of the Sudanese civil war, Mamour Awak-Mejan is now a Balmain muse and a designer himself at just 21 years old. Here he is talking about being discovered on social network.
The agency found me when I was posting all my stuff on socials, and then they contact me, and then I found it super creepy because I'm not from this world, and they're telling me they will take me to Milan, New York, this and here and here. And then I said, that's too creepy, and I'm from deep, deep village. And then it took me like a while, like a year before I even get signed to an agency, until I found the right one, and then they contact me again, spend me like 6 months to 1 year again, before even replying them, and then they connect me with like Sudanese models that are here. Then they contact me to speaking my language, and then I say, oh, this must be interesting.
That was Sudanese model Mamour Awak-Mejan talking about his journey to becoming a top model. Chibuike, tell us a bit more about your art journey. How did you discover art?
I think I've done it since I was a kid, but it was more like trying to make your own toys. So it was very mechanical, much more than art. But I think that creative process kickstarted it for me, yes.
And tell us, you live in Connecticut now. Tell us how you ended up there. That was through studying.
Yes. I went out to Yale to study, and I found the town to be very convenient. So I kind of like stayed back and continued making art. So it's been a place that I've been around in and out for the last 5 years.
And artists today, they do seem to be promoting themselves more and more on the social networks.
Yes.
But you don't seem to be on there at all. Why not?
I'm happy for those who can, but for me, I don't know how to say it really. I don't know how to be on it. I just don't know how to. Yeah. I was on it, but I think I left like about 5 years ago as well, or maybe 6. I can't remember now. Yeah. But
you could post your work, you could post and people could find you there. Because, for example, when I was researching you, I was trying to find out more information, but I couldn't find much about you. So it would be a good way for people to connect with you, maybe.
Yeah, a friend of mine once made a joke about it. He said, you search for Chibuike Uzoma with hashtags. That's just about it.
Okay, well, Chibuike, we always end with our guests' cultural pick of the moment. Tell us what you've chosen for us.
I chose the Van Gogh exhibition at Musée d'Orsay. I hope I pronounced that right.
You did.
Which I think I like because, showing Van Gogh in his late life, I think it was a very fantastic, well-put exhibition. I got to know a little bit more about the artist and, had more appreciation for what he did as somebody who was very fascinated with color and life at the same time, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll play out with the exhibition Van Gogh in Auvers-sur-Oise, the final months on until the 4th of February at the Musée d'Orsay. Tickets are sold out, but you can go and queue if you want to have a look. Chibuike Uzoma's exhibition, 12 tickets, is on at the Mitterrand Gallery in Paris until March. Thanks for watching. See you next time.